welcome to Hell Has Frozen Over, Michael McCormick and Carson Knightley, as we're being apparently joined straight out of the national anthem by a guy who believes that, well, he believes a lot of things, but mainly that he's been screwed over in this company, Kaden Assad.
Well, Kaden Assad is a former War Wrestling champion, and since losing that title, he feels like he's been disrespected by not only the wrestlers in the back, but by the powers that be in War Wrestling as well.
Didn't you ask him for one of those signs?
I actually have my sign for Kaden Assad right back here with us as we speak.
Kaden Assad not one to mince words, and those words are not very nice for the fans here in attendance.
Yeah, but for all the chants that are chanting USA, they should know that Kaden Assad has started what is called the
United Supporters of Assad would be.
That's what it is.
What you were looking for. Also, desecrating the good name of the USA by using those initials.
We'll see what Kaden Assad has done is he's just taken the initials and made something positive for himself.
Speaking of positive, it's about to meet his fist with his face as he's going to take on Jeff Cannon, a man who, rightfully so, defends the rightness of this country, unlike the scumbag that is Kaden Assad.
Yeah, Jeff Cannon is definitely one of the biggest patriots that I've ever known. So, as much as I like Kaden Assad, he might have his hands full here tonight with Jeff Cannon.
All puns aside, it will be a big challenge for Kaden Assad, the former War Wrestling champion, if he can knock off Jeff Cannon. These two guys have had their wars over the years down in OVW, so they're just sort of bringing their fight to Lima tonight.
Well, that's very true, Michael. I mean, Kaden Assad and Jeff Cannon know each other so well. They've wrestled each other many, many times, and they've watched many, many tapes of each other's matches. So the thing is, we got to see what move can one of them bust out that the other one can't reverse.
And for Assad, we saw him lose his championship months ago and then disappear. Didn't really say where he was when he came back, but we saw him help out his buddy, the War Wrestling champion, Jeremy Madrox, as Jeff Cannon not very, he doesn't really like the sign of Kaden Assad.
I think Jeff Cannon's upset he didn't have one of his own. I think we need to get Jeff Cannon the sign.
Asking the fans if he should rip it up, and I believe he should.
I don't think he should do it. That's just, that's complete and utter disrespect.
Well, I mean, that works too, I guess.
The company is called Wrestling and Respect, and that was completely disrespectful.
Of Assad, for the United States of America.
And Jeff Cannon is exactly right. The sign is a disgrace. It's the United States of America, not whatever Assad claims it is. Big takedown. Jeff Cannon is all over Kaden Assad early, much to the delight of this Lima pro-USA crowd.
Jeff Cannon throws Kaden Assad out of the ring. You can't end a match outside of the ring, Jeff. You need to keep your opponent inside.
I think he's just trying to prove a point to Kaden Assad that you don't think you're going to come in here and mess with me and my country. The people in the front row better watch out. They paid extra. They might end up trying to fight Kaden Assad.
Well, these people have no idea that they're chanting for Kaden Assad, but
Assad still thinks that they're cheering for him, which is grossly incorrect. Now there can be no question of who they're cheering for as they start the Jeff Cannon chant. Kaden Assad, the pretty much brawler, is just challenging Jeff Cannon to a, well, this is going to end badly, I'll just tell you that.
Kaden Assad just wants to test himself against the big man here. I mean, you might not think it by just looking at Kaden Assad, but he is a very great mat grappler as well. And obviously right there, he's a very smart one too by outsmarting Jeff Cannon.
It's going to take a lot for Assad to take down Jeff Cannon, because if he was able to slap that Cobra clutch on him. It's going to be a long day for Kaden, but it's going to be a long day for Assad to be able to get Kaden down to that point. A huge shoulder block will help out matters.
Kaden Assad like a house of fire there. Working on the arm of Jeff Cannon.
You see the referee checking as Kaden Assad twisting away. No way you're going to get Jeff Cannon with something that simple, though. The man's got more fight in him, especially here tonight, as he's got more to fight for. Kaden Assad talking trash about the United States of America.
Well, he goes for a clothesline there and misses a Cannon, picks him off with a shoulder block, a set of shoulder blocks, and a third.
I would like to see that. I would like to see him try and hip toss Jeff Cannon. Cannon with a neck breaker goes for the cover. Only comes up with a 2 count.
You're not going to put Kaden Assad away early on in the match like that.
Kaden Assad might wisely just head back up the ramp, not take the beating. Outsmarts Jeff Cannon as he throws him down to the second turnbuckle face first.
Now he's just working him over in the corner here as he's got Jeff Cannon down, probably knocking the wind out of him. And if a big man can't breathe, he can't do anything. Kaden Assad obviously breaking before the count of 4. He's got till a 5 count.
A huge show here tonight. Many great matches. Both the World Wrestling Champions will be in action later on, as well as we'll have a lot of big matches. Eli McFly taking on Mikey D, as Mikey D's partner Joey V not here tonight, but no stranger to singles action over the years here in World Wrestling.
Yeah, but don't forget about the biggest match of them all. The match that I've actually come to see is the Winners versus the Masons.
And of course, the stipulation in that match, if Matt and Jamie are able to pin the Winners, Jamie will get 5 minutes alone with Jimmy Shane, and there is no one else I would rather not be. Huge takedown by Cannon, hooks the leg, only comes up with a 2 count. But I'm thinking Jimmy Shane is going to be in for a world of hurt later on tonight.
I don't know if they can pull off the win. I don't know. I think I'd rather be Jimmy Shane with that 5 minutes alone.
Cannon down, laying on the mat. Assad in control right now. And the one big thing about that is he silenced the crowd.
And these people realize that Kaden Assad is no pushover. I mean, they forget easily that he is a former champion. He's beaten the best in World Wrestling. He's main evented here in World Wrestling. So he's no stranger to a big match situation.
Huge knife edge chops to Jeff Cannon, but I think he's just making him mad. You don't go into the zoo as there's a huge shot back from Cannon and poke at the bear. You can hear that one ring out like a gunshot throughout the UAW hall.
Kaden Assad smartly looking for the knee. Takes him down with a nice chop block. Actually, that's probably the only way he would have kept Jeff Cannon off of him, to be honest.
Probably the smartest thing that Kaden Assad can do other than run away is knock Jeff Cannon down to the ground and just kick away at him. That's exactly what his strategy seems to be. You got to keep a man like that grounded. You don't want him with a full head of steam. We saw that shoulder block earlier as Assad right hand to the face. Once again, far too worried about taunting the crowd, though.
What he's doing right now, he's just being methodical in this match. He's trying to prove a point.
Kaden Assad, one of the longest running champions here in War, as he had a stranglehold on that belt for quite a long time, and ultimately ended up with his buddy, former member of the Heat Seekers, and Jeremy Madrox, as he goes for a sleeper hold. Smart idea trying to put Cannon down to one knee.
I think he's probably done here, McCormick. He's been working him over this whole match. He's been knocking the wind out of him, and this is probably just the cherry on the ice cream.
That's one. Cannon fading fast. See if he can recover. have been the last shot that Kaden Assad had to put him away.
Kaden Assad looking completely shocked right now as Jeff Cannon's making his way back to his feet.
Backed him into the corner, and that is a lot of man squishing you like a bug. Sidewalk slam, hooks the leg, 1, 2. Once again, only gets a 2 count.
It's kind of a nonchalant pin on the count of Jeff Cannon. He should have got over him and covered both legs. Kaden Assad firing back now, reversed into a German suplex.
Goes over the bridge, looking for 3. Got about 2 1/4.
Jeff Cannon very, very aware to keep his shoulders off the mat and move like that.
Of course, this match has been building for a couple of months now. These men trading barbs back and forth as Jeff Cannon had a shot at the championship against Jeremy Madrox, and, well, it didn't go so well because mostly Kaden Assad.
Well, it's just Kaden Assad is trying to solidify that position for himself to become War Wrestling Champion by making sure that any opposition is out of the way. And right now, he's showing that he's doing that.
Or is he? Because as we've seen, a sort of interesting exchange between he and Madrox, sort of a you can have the belt, I want the War Respect Championship sort of exchange.
Well, he definitely has to have an ulterior motive there. Anybody who says they don't want the War Wrestling Championship should not be in this business.
The interesting thing I thought about that exchange was that he did say when he walked out, my championship. So you don't know what he means. Kaden Assad, a huge sidewalk slam, 1, 2, 3. Jeff Cannon picks up the win. And I guess that's why you don't mess with the USA. So a huge first round matchup here as we start the show. What is he doing?
Well, he's obviously upset after that loss to Jeff Cannon. Doesn't feel that he should have taken a loss.
You're not the champion now, Kaden. Why is the referee not stepping in? Get him out of here.
Well, would you want to get in the way of Kaden Assad and his rage?
Well, that is a valid point. What was that all about? Take your loss and go home. Kaden Assad will pay for that one. Jeff Cannon is your winner.
Wait a minute, Kaden. Wait a damn minute. Everybody in this building saw me just beat the former heavyweight champion right here in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. You come out here with your little signs and your t-shirts thinking that USA stands for United Supporters of Assad.
That is correct.
It actually stands for the United States of America.
That is correct.
We agree to disagree.
The United States of America is what I stand for. It's what all these people stand for. You want to come out here and be a sore loser and hit people with flags? I've got a great idea for you. January the 19th is the 10-year anniversary, and it's also the first ever pay-per-view, right?
That is going to be a huge night for War
I
Wrestling.
say you bring that rag you call flag. I'm going to bring Old Glory. Let's line him up in the corner. Let's have some old blood on pole match. What do you say?
As if we needed a bigger show.
Somebody better get it done. USA.
A flag match between Jeff Cannon and Kaden Assad.
I say that's worth the price of admission right there.